Tonight's event is high school. Let's race. Number one, girls 200 yard, 200 yard medley, junior varsity.
All right, folks, this is Tom Rucci. I am sort of having a little bit of microphone problem here. So we're at the 200 medley relay. Looks like things are working right now, so a little bit late here. Apologize for that. But for our first event here, we've got Shakopee in lane number 1. That is Chelsea Sparks, Tessa Laughlin, Sophia Penning, Nora Sather. In lane number 3 for Shakopee is Callie Lower, Jillian Stenzel, Aubrey Bach, and Abby Beckman. In lane number 4 is Rosemount. That's Peyton Marks, Nora Danielson, Emma Ellsworth, and Sophia Perez. And lane number 5 for Shakopee is Nika McDonald, Reagan Witzel, Christina Fettel, and Mackenzie Buto-Smith. Coming in first was lane number 3. That is Shakopee. Coming in second was lane number 1. That's also Shakopee. And coming in third was Shakopee in lane number 5. Well, now the camera's all screwed up. Let me fix that for you. All right. Well, you know, this is the first meet of the season. We had a few hiccups here. We'll get it going. Now you can actually see the swimming. How's that sound? Just waiting here for the start of the Varsity girls 200-yard medley relay. So once again, I apologize for the earlier camera and microphone problems, but we appear to have those things worked out for you. We are waiting here to start the 200 medley relay for the Varsity, and they're just having a few issues themselves there with the computer. We'll get that going in just a second. While we're waiting, again, we are watching the competition between the Rosemount Irish and the Shakopee Sabres tonight. All right, let me take that off the screen. Get back to the pool here. And you know, we got a new intro. I'm going to play at least part of it for you. All right, folks, so that's our new intro that I wanted to play at the beginning of the meet. But unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, but you got to see it anyhow. Hopefully you like it. And we're going to begin here in just a moment. We've got a few issues going on. Now something fell in the pool, and they're going to go retrieve it. Okay, so coming up, just to let you know what's about to start, is event number 2. This is girls 200-yard medley relay Varsity. I'm going to let you know about the different teams here. We're going to have lane number 1, which is Shakopee, and that will be a team consisting of Josie Burfield, Haley Quern, Alenia Brinkman, and Gabrielle Morris. In lane number 2 is going to be Rosemount with Ann Lee, Gretchen Tyler, Madison Kessler, and Maisie Bach. And here they go. They're going to start. I'll get the rest of them to you in just a minute. Okay, I'll continue on where we were at. Lane number 3 is going to see Shakopee with Janessa Santiers and Ariana Zeeland and Olivia Wimberger and Lexi Tippy. In lane number 4 will be Rosemount with Addison Pavick, Katie Rucci, Maddie Jenin, and Annika Arlinson. Lane number 5 is going to have Shakopee with Maddie Hansen, Miranda Francois, Grace Krautkremer, and Carly Schumacher. In lane number 6 is going to have Rosemount with Team Jenna O'Keefe, Kaylin Worth, Annabelle Ellsworth, and Ella Armbruster. All right, they're getting ready to go. And off they go. Pretty close so far here as they go down to the other end of the pool. Turning first was almost at the same time as lanes 3 and 4. That's both Shakopee and Rosemount. Let's see here if we can tell. They are so evenly paced right now. I think Rosemount touched first in lane number 4. That was Addison Pavick. Now in the water for Rosemount is Katie Rucci. In the lead now is lane number 3. And that's Ariana Zullen for Shakopee. And she has got a good 3-4 body lengths lead over Katie Rucci in lane number 4. In second place now is lane number 5. Lane number 5 is Shakopee, and that's Miranda Francois in the water. We've got a shout out here from Sean Moore. Best of luck, Ella, love Nana, and Papa Moore. And I was going to try and get the shout outs on the screen. I'm not sure if they'll work. Let's just see if for some reason, they're not popping up. I'll see if I can fix that. Okay, coming in first was lane number 3, and that is Shakopee. Coming in second was lane number 5, also Shakopee. Coming in third with a time of 1:58.05. In lane number 4 was Rosemount. Up next is going to be the 200-yard freestyle. We're going to start with the junior varsity first. There'll be one heat of junior varsity, followed by one heat of varsity 200-yard freestyle. Try not to make you dizzy here, but give you a little better view. Into the water they go. In lane number 1 for Shakopee is Natalie George. Lane number 2 for Rosemount is Danielle Bester. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Mabel Mack. Lane number 4, Ellie Francic for Rosemount. Lane number 5, Lily Reba with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Ariana Raymond for Rosemount. Looks like lane number 1 is currently in the lead. That would be Natalie George with Shakopee. Right now in second place is going to be lane number 4. Lane number 4 is Ellie Francek with Rosemount. Natalie George is starting to slow down, however, and Rosemount is catching up rather quickly here. We'll see here if maybe she's running out of steam. Hard to tell. It's going to be close. Let's see what happens here. At the turn, it is still Natalie George. She's leading by about a half a body length over Ellie Fransek from Rosemount. Here they go for the turn, and the final strokes home. Natalie is still leading in lane number 1, and it does look like she's going to be able to hang on to it. And she's going to finish with a time of 2:12.94. And with a time of 2:16.08 in lane number 4 for Rosemount, Ellie Fransek will come in second. Coming in third place is lane number 5, and that's Lily Reba with Shakopee. All right, let's go back to the start here. And this is going to be our Varsity Girls 200-yard freestyle. There they go into the water. In lane number 1 for Shakopee is Kaylee Thiessen. Lane number 2 for Rosemount, Avery Jelinek. Lane number 3 for Shakopee, Ariana Zeeland. Lane number 4 for Rosemount, Isla George. Lane number 5 for Shakopee, Maddie Hansen. And lane number 6 for Rosemount, Mackenzie Mahalik. It is a fight, tooth and nail, between lanes 3 and 4. Lane 3 is Ariana Zelen with Shakopee, and lane number 4 is Isla George with Rosemount. And they are neck and neck here as they go back and forth. I think Shakopee's got just a hair lead over Isla George in lane number 4. That lead in lane number 3 from Shakopee, that's Ariana, is increasing by about a full body length, maybe even a hair more, over Isla George in lane number 4 for Rosemount. Both fantastic swimmers. A lot of fun watching this here. Here comes Ariana home right now in lane number 3, and she will touch with a time of, soft touch. Well, clock says 1:58.09. Isla George for Rosemount in lane number 4 will touch second with a time of 2:01.86. Coming in third, lane number 5, and that's Maddie Hansen of Shakopee, and her time was 2:08.77. All right, up next is going to be the 200 individual medley. And this will be the junior varsity with a single heat.
Event number 5, girls 200-yard individual medley, junior varsity.
Swimmers are getting ready. Into the water they go. In lane number 1 for Shakopee is Nika McDonald. Lane number 2 for Rosemount is Alyssa Long. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Nora Safer. Lane number 4 for Rosemount, Annabelle Ellsworth. And in lane number 5 for Shakopee is Reagan Witzel. Lanes 2 and 4 are currently leading, with lane number 4 just barely ahead. Lane 2, by the way, is Alyssa Long with Rosemount. Lane number 4 is Annabelle Ellsworth for Rosemount. As they transition into the backstroke. And folks, we'll get the shout out fixed for next time, for next week, when we see Rosemount go up against Eastview. And I'll be able to get all those shout outs on the screen here for the kids to see and for you to see. In the meantime, go ahead and leave a chat, or a shout out in the chat rather, and I'll announce it online for you. It's still a pretty tight race here as they come back with the breaststroke, and it is still between lanes 2 and 4, and those are Rosemount swimmers, as we said before. Lane 2 again is Alyssa Long. Lane number 4, Annabelle Ellsworth. And there they go, transitioning, heading down to the other end of the pool for their final lap down and back. Finishing first is going to be lane number 2. That's Annabelle Ellsworth with Rosemount with a time of 2:46.45, finishing second in lane number 4 with a time of 2:48.52 right behind her. Well, is Alyssa Long coming in third, lane number 5 with a time of 2:52.44 was Reagan Witzel with Shakopee. Got another shout out here from Ryan Cox. Good luck, Aubrey Cox. Love Dad. Keep those shout outs coming. I'll keep announcing them on the air. And don't forget, next week we'll have them displayed on the screen again like normal. So don't you dare miss next week's live stream with Rosemount against Eastview. All right, up next is going to be the girls' 200-yard IM Varsity. Let's change the view just a hair so you can see them at the dive. All right, in lane number 1 is Elena Brinkman with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Madison Kessler with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Olivia Wimberger with Shakopee. Lane 4 is Maddie Jenin with Rosemount. In lane number 5 is Haley Quern with Shakopee. And in lane number 6, Ann Lee with Rosemount. Currently in the lead, lane number 3, that's Olivia with Shakopee. On her heels is lane number 4 as she transitions into the backstroke. And that's Maddie Jenin with Rosemount. And right next to her, about a half a body length away, is lane number 5, and that's Haley with Shakopee. Folks, go ahead and hit the like button if you would. That lets folks here know that you want to keep seeing these live streams. And you don't want to miss it next week. We'll have another new theme song and video. And this time we'll get it started at the beginning, as well as we'll have some senior spotlights where we're going to spotlight some of our graduating seniors from the team. And we'll actually do 3 of those tonight as well when we get a break. So stay tuned. Right now with a commanding lead, lane number 3 is Olivia Wimberger with Shakopee. And she is pretty far ahead at this point. She's about a quarter pool length ahead. Almost a half. In second place still is lane number 4. Lane number 4 again is Maddie Jenny with Rosemount. All right, we've got another shout out here. Go Peyton Marks, proud of you. Love your big brother. And that's Jackson who sent that. All right, coming to the finish line here. Lane number 3 is Olivia with Shakopee. She'll touch first with a time of 2:15.66. Right behind her is Maddie Jennings for Rosemount, touching with a time of 2:20.41 in lane number 4. Lane number 5 will touch with a time of 2:26.78. Lane number 5 was Haley Quinn with Shakopee. Folks, don't forget to tell your friends and family and anyone else who might be interested in watching our live stream tonight or next week. We would love to have them join. And again, like I say, if you've got any shout-outs you want to leave, go ahead and do that. Up next, we are going to have the 50-yard freestyle. Now, we're going to have 2 heats of the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle that'll be coming up, with heat number 1 being first. Swimmers are getting set. Into the water they go. In lane number 1 for Shakopee is Ruth Ailey. Lane number 2 is Piper Burrell for Rosemount. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Pamela Luna. Lane number 4 is Nora Danielson with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Sydney Wood for Shakopee. And in lane number 6 is Mary Garski for Rosemount. In the lead and touching first is lane number 6 with a time of 32.89. And that was Mary Garski with Rosemount. Coming in second was lane number 3. That was Pamela Luna with Shakopee with a time of 34.5. Great job. All right, up next we're going to have heat number 2 of the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. Just letting swimmers get out of the water here before we start the next one. Swimmers are getting set. Swimmers are getting reset. And there they go into the water. Lane number 1 is Jillian Stencil with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Peyton Marks with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Abby Beckman with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Ella Ambrust with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Sophia Stanica with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Sophia Perez with Rosemount. Touching first was lane number 1 with a time of 28.18. That was Jillian Stenzel with Shakopee. Coming in second, lane number 5. That was Sophia with Shakopee. And coming in third was lane number 3. Lane number 3 was Abby Beckman with Shakopee. Okay, that'll do it for the 50-yard freestyle.
Event number 8, girls 50-yard freestyle.
Oh, not yet, it's not. Sorry. Now we have the varsity. That's it for the junior varsity. I'm sorry. Now we have the varsity 50-yard freestyle. I got a little ahead of myself. All right, into the water they go. Lane number 1 is Miranda Francois with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Maisie Bach with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Lexi Tippy with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Annika Arlenson with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Carly Schumacher with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Callan Hoffman with Rosemount. This is going to be a nail-biter. I believe Shakopee is going to touch first. Yep, they did. Lane number 3 with a time of 25:06 was Lexi with Shakopee coming in second. Lane number 4 with a time of 25:19 was Annika Arlenson from Rosemount. Coming in third was lane number 1, Miranda Francois with Shakopee. All right, we're going to get some things reset here and get things set for diving because diving is next. Now we're set for diving. And I'm going to change the view so you can see the diving board better. There you go. I'll zoom out just a hair. And temporarily, we will... I do not have the diving information. It was not given to me tonight, so I'm going to try and open things up to the Mike in the pool, which is literally Mike, who's doing the in-pool announcing. Let's see if we can catch all the information from him as he announces the dives. While we're waiting here, I want to do a couple of senior shout-outs and spotlights. So our first spotlight is going to be Ann Lee. Ann Lee is a senior. She's looking to attend a 4-year college and major in nursing post-graduation. She's been with the team for 4 years. Her favorite race is the 100 backstroke. One of her favorite memories with the swim and dive team was the glow stick practice. Her hobbies include hanging out with friends and cousins and also teaching kids and lifeguarding. She says her greatest accomplishments are making it through AP Bio and passing the test. Great. We wish you all the best, Ann. Up next is Ella Ambrust. Ella wants to major in nursing at Minnesota State University in Mankato. She's also been with the team for 4 years. Her favorite race is the 200-yard freestyle. One of her favorite memories from the swim and dive team is winning Dare Night sophomore and junior year. Her hobbies include hanging out with friends and lifeguarding, very similar. One of her greatest accomplishments is being a 2024 captain with the swim and dive team. Next up is Callan Hoffman, our final senior spotlight of the evening. She also is going to be attending a 4-year college after graduation. She's been with the team 4 years. Her favorite race is the 50 freestyle. And her favorite memory is freshman year Dare Night. Now, I've seen a few of those in the past. They must have a lot of fun at that. Her hobbies include hanging out with friends and baking. Her greatest accomplishment is becoming a captain of the swim and dive team. Congratulations, girls. Best of luck in the future. And we'll get back to the pool here. Again, I'm going to open up the mic here to the pool, and I'm going to try and pick up our in-pool announcer, Mike O'Keefe, as he does the diving announcing. We'll get started in just a few minutes here with diving as they do their practice. Once again, we're going to be listening to Michael O'Keefe, the in-pool announcer for all the diving action. I did ask him to speak up, so hopefully you can hear him.
Next up is diving, 6 diving. We got a lineup here, ladies. Those of you watching at home, diving first will be Lady, followed up by Lonnie. My apologies, diving first for Shakopee will be Lonnie. Then Isla, then Aubrey, then Lizzie. Diving for Rosemount will be Sydney. Diving for Shakopee will be Eliana. Diving for Rosemount will be Diana. And finishing up the night for Shakopee is Ellie.
I'm going to try and turn things up a little bit for you so you can hear the announcing just a little bit better.
Night, I'm really taking some videos and pictures of the system. I'm gonna make cheat or YouTube videos of this. I looked online, I couldn't find anything. That actually fine. You know what that system was last firmware update on it? 2002. Only 22 years old. Technology hasn't changed at all since then.
Shakopee is
Shout out here for
201A.
Aubrey Cox. Good luck to Aubrey Cox from Grandma and Grandpa. I'm sorry, from Grandpa and Nana. That's Ryan Cox who sent that.
Diving for Shakopee is Aubrey, 201A, back dive, straight position, 1.7. Next up for Shakopee is Lizzie with a 201C, back dive, top position, 1.5. Diving from Rosemount to Sydney, 201A, back dive, straight position, 1.7. Next up from Shakopee is Eliana, 201A, back dive, straight position, 1.7. Next up for Rosemount, Diana, with a 201B back dive, height position, 1.6. Rounding out round one for Shakopee is Ellie, 201B, back dive, height position, 1.6. Let's start round two. Lonnie from Shakopee with a 101C front dive. Top position, 1.2. Three. That's about the bingo. Next up for Shakopee is Isla with a 202C, back somersault, top position, 1.5. 202C. Back somersault, tuck position 1.5. Diving for Shakopee is Lizzie, 202C. Back somersault, tuck position 1.5. 4, 3.5, 4. Diving for Rosemount to Sydney with a 202A. Back somersault, straight position 1.7. Next up for Shakopee, Eliana with a 202C. Back somersault, tuck position 1.5. 6.5. Next up for Rosemount, Diana with a 202A. Back somersault, straight 1.7. For Shakopee is Ellie with a 203B. Back 1.5 somersault, tight position 2.3. 4.5. Round 3. For Shakopee is Isla with a 5211A. Back dive, half twist, 1.8. 2.5. Next up for Shakopee is Aubrey with a 5211A. Back dive, half twist, free position 1.8. 2.5, 3. Next up for Shakopee is Lizzie with a 401C. Inward dive, tuck position 1.4. Diving to Rosemount is Sydney with a 52-23 D. Back 1 somersault, 1.5 twist, free position, 2.3. Shakopee is Eliana with a 401B inward dive, pike position 1.5. Rosemount is Diana with a 401B inward dive, pike position 1.5. For Shakopee is Ellie with a 52-23 D, back, somersault, 1.5 twists, free, 2.3. That was a valid bingo. Next up for Shakopee is Isla, 401C inward dive, tuck position 1.4. For Shakopee is Aubrey with a 401C inward dive, tuck position 1.4. That was a valid bingo. Except for Shakopee is Lizzie with a 402C inward somersault, tuck position 1.6. Rosemount is Sydney with a 401B inward dive, pike position 1.5. Shakopee 3C inward, 1.5 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. 5.5, 5.5. Upper Rosemount is Diana with a 403C inward, 1.5 somersault. Tuck position, 2.2. Upper Shakopee is Ellie with a 401B inward dive, tick position, 1.5. Upper Shakopee is Isla with a 101C front dive, tuck position, 1.2. Upper Shakopee is Aubrey with a 101C front dive, tuck position, 1.2. Upper Shakopee is Lizzie with a 302C reverse somersault, tuck position, 1.6. Rosemount is Sydney with a 403C inward, 1.5 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. Upper Shakopee is Aliana with a 301C reverse dive, tuck position, 1.6. Rosemount, Diana with a 104C front 2 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. somersault, tuck position, 1.4. Four, 3.5. Upper Shakopee is awkward with a 102C. Front somersault, tuck position, 1.4. 2.5. Upper Shakopee is Lizzie with a 103C. Front 1.5 somersault. Tuck position 1.6. Rosemount is Sydney with a 104C. Forward, 2 somersault. Tuck position, 2.2. Upper Shakopee is Aliana with a 104C. Front, 2 somersault. Tuck position, 2.2. Upper Rosemount is Diana with a 302C reverse somersault. Tuck position 1.7. Next up for Shakopee is Ellie with a 104B. Front, 2 somersault. Pike position, 2.3. Our diving portion of this evening. Can we please give our divers a big round of applause, please? Wait for it, ladies. We'll take a short break before event 11.
Well, all right, folks, you just heard it. That is it for our diving this evening. Next up, we will have the 100-yard butterfly after they get the pool put back together. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at our coaches for tonight. So our coaching staff, and again, this was something I was going to show earlier, but we didn't have time. The Rosemount coaches are Jake Kemna, Emily Gabriel, Garrett Running, and Amy Carlson is the diving coach. For Shakopee, Jenny Carlson is the head coach. Alex Kraft, Caitlin Meyer, Kimberly Thiessen, and Abby Specht is the diving coach. So once again, while we're waiting here for our pool to get put back together here, we'll go ahead and spotlight our seniors again. And we'll just let you watch this little slideshow. Lots of swimming left here. So don't go anywhere. Tell your friends and family. Don't forget, next week we'll be here, hopefully without any technical difficulties. And we will be bringing you Rosemount versus Eastview at 6 p.m. next week. So make sure you show up, tell your friends. And for those of you that are watching out there, I can see there's quite a few of you out there. Go ahead and hit the like button, please. It doesn't cost much. In fact, it doesn't cost anything. All right, as you can see here, they're putting the pool back together. And we'll begin here in just another moment. It's kind of a good break for you to go get yourself a soda, maybe some popcorn, and get ready for the action. You can also follow along on Meet Mobile, and they will have the team scores as well as the individual information out there. Now, the 100-yard butterfly, we will have one heat of junior varsity, and we will have one heat of varsity. Okay, it looks like the pool is almost back together. We've got a swimmer down there with a wrench. Let's take a look around at the crowd tonight. See if I can get the camera to go any further down. Kind of maxing things out here. We'll see. Here's the O'Keefe family as they walk away here to go do something. Let's go follow the rest of the pool here. Let's look at some of our volunteers. There's our in-pool announcer, Mike O'Keefe in the green shirt. There's Jennifer Rucci and Kara Pavic. That's our president and vice president. Kara Pavic's our president of the Booster Club, and Jenny Rucci is the vice president. There's Mike drinking. He's got a lot of announcing left to do. Let's go look at the other side of the pool. Got a pretty good crowd tonight here at the pool. People are making some runs right now while we're on break here. There you can see here our stands. All right, let's take it back to the pool for some action. By the way, this is our new camera. And it seems to be working out pretty well for us. Hopefully you like it. Certainly an improvement from the old webcam we had before. Again, don't forget, send those shout-outs. We'd love to hear from you. While we're waiting, let's have a little bit more fun. And we've got another promo that a little bit, it's the same promo, a little bit different music, I believe. Let's take a look. All right, there we go. I'm going to turn the mic back on here in the pool area. Pick up mic. He's announcing some of the diving news.
136.25 points from Shakopee. It's Lizzie. Finishing with 158.4 points from Rosemount is Diana. Second place tonight with 175.9 points from Shakopee. Your diving champ tonight with 196.6 points from Shakopee.
All right, so there it is. He's given a few scores. I'm not sure if you could hear all that. Again, you should be able to see some of that posted in Meet Mobile, I believe. We've got another shout out here from Barbie Mudcat. Says, go Aubrey. Love your favorite Aunt Kate. Kate, thanks for the shout out. Got another shout out here from Nancy. We love watching you swim, Ella. Love Papa and Nana. Gee. Keep them coming, folks. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to be here at next week's broadcast, or you're going to be watching rather, I will get the feature fixed that I have going here where I can take your shout outs and put them on the screen. The kids love to watch this stuff back, so they like to watch themselves swim, see how they're doing, and they also like to see these shout-outs. So keep them coming. And be here next week, and we'll have an even better broadcast. So we'll just be a couple more minutes. And as we always like to say in the business, we'll be right back. I'll leave you with some sights and sounds of the pool. That timer is incorrect, by the way. I don't think it's going to be a full 10 minutes. This should just be a few minutes. But just to let you know that we are getting ready here for the 100-yard butterfly. Folks, when you leave those shout-outs, another thing we'd like to see is if you're watching from somewhere out of state, let us know where you're watching from. Even if you're actually watching from somewhere in state, let us know where you're watching from. So we've got another shout out here from Ryan Cox. He says he's watching from West Virginia. Thanks, Ryan. Another shout out here from Rick Amundsen. Great to have the live feeds. Thanks much, I appreciate it. And again, if you want to continue seeing these, please let us know, because now that we're post-COVID, we I don't know if people are putting as much emphasis on this, but I know there's a lot of folks that live out of town or folks that can't make it here in person. And as you could see when I swept around the pool deck here, in the stands, there's not a lot of seats, so sometimes folks can't make it out. So like I say, go ahead and hit the likes for us. That tells us a lot. And also leave the comments. We'd love to see them. Well, after all that, I could be right with that timer I put up of 10 minutes. Who knows? That's just a standard timer that I created. But I think we're getting set here in just another couple of minutes here. I see the official looking at his watch, and usually that's an indicator that he's getting ready to restart things. I want to thank all the volunteers that we have here tonight. And we've got a great turnout here from Shakopee to cheer their team on, as well as we've got a nice turnout here from Rosemount. I like to see that, where we've got, just as many Rosemount versus Shakopee parents. That does say a lot. And I'm also wanting to thank the fact that we didn't have to ask for volunteers here tonight, that we had enough. In fact, we even had one extra. Not always the case with this swimming events. All right, looks like we're going to get things going here in just a moment. I see that our in-pool announcer is getting set. All right, we're getting some in-pool announcement of the scores currently, and I told you can find that on Meet Mobile. And currently the score is showing Junior Varsity Shakopee 54, Rosemount 18, and for Varsity Shakopee 55, Rosemount 23. Again, that's according to Meet Mobile. You can check that out for yourself. Let's go ahead and get rid of that timer. And we'll be starting off here with the 100-yard butterfly Junior Varsity. Okay, into the water they go. In lane number 2 is Annabelle Ellsworth with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Natalie George with Shakopee. Lane number 4, Jenna O'Keefe with Rosemount. Lane 5, Mabel Mack with Shakopee. Mabel got a shout out earlier. And lane number 6, Mary Garski with Rosemount. Leading the pack is lane number 3. That's Natalie George with Shakopee. Pretty tight for second here, but lane number 4, Jenna O'Keefe for Rosemount, is in second currently. Does look like Natalie is going to hang on to this lead all the way to the end as she makes her way back to the starting blocks. And she will touch with a time of 109.71. Jenna O'Keefe with Rosemount will touch in lane number 4, second place, with a time of 1:15.22. In third place in lane number 5 with a time of 1:18.80. is Mabel Mack with Shakopee. Got another shout out from Ronnie Dufresne up in Ely, Minnesota. Says, Katie Rucci, watching you and cheering you on from Ely. Love you, Grandma. Thanks, Ronnie. We love the shout-outs. Keep them coming. All right, up next is going to be the girls' 100-yard butterfly varsity. This is a single heat event as well. Ronnie, how's the weather up there in Ely? It's quite nice here in the Twin Cities. Swimmers are taking their mark, and into the water they go. In lane number 1, Grace Krautgren with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Gretchen Tyler with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Olivia Wimberger with Shakopee. Lane number 4, Addison Pavick, Rosemount. Lane number 5, Elena Brinkman with Shakopee. And in lane number 6, Katie Rucci with Rosemount. Boy, this is a very tight race. Very, very tight between lanes 3 and 4. Once again, lane number 3 is Olivia with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Addison Pavick with Rosemount. By the way, Ronnie tells us that it's 60 and windy up in Ely, Minnesota. It's going to be a barn burner, let me tell you. And lane number 1 is also starting to gain on him here. Let's take a quick look here at the starting blocks. Touching first is lane number 3 with a time of 1:01.77. That was Olivia with Shakopee. Touching second was Addison Pavick with Rosemount. And touching third would be lane number 1, and that was Grace with Shakopee. All right, up next is going to be the 100-yard freestyle. Now we're going to have 2 heats of junior varsity, followed by a single heat of varsity. So first up is heat number 1 of the girls' 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. Got another shout out here from Selena Cox. Good luck, Aubrey Cox. From Zia, watching in West Virginia. Thanks so much. Keep them coming. You know, with that many comments and shout-outs, I expect a lot more likes, and I'm only seeing 7 so far. So come on, folks. Unless your thumbs are broken, go ahead and click on that like button if you would. Okay, we're going to have 5 lanes of swimming here in this next heat. Okay, swimmers are going to get set here. Just waiting for one more swimmer to come around. And then we'll get this one going. There we go. Swimmers are getting set. All right, and lane number 1 is Chelsea Sparks with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Piper Burrell with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Callie Lower with Shakopee. Lane 4, Emma Ellsworth with Rosemount. And in lane number 5, Lily Reba with Shakopee. Looks like the Shakopee swimmers are neck and neck here. Hard to tell. Turning first is going to be lane number 5. Lane 5 was Lily with Shakopee, but she's very, very close here with her teammates in lane number 4 and lane number 1 as well. By the way, lane number 4 is Emma Ellsworth. Lane number 3, not 4, is Callie with Rosemount, and lane number 1 is Chelsea with Shakopee. So 3 Shakopee leaders here. But clearly lane number 5 is taking over and going to finish first. So Lily will finish first for Shakopee with a time of 1:04.40. Lane number 3 will finish second. That's Callie with Shakopee. And finishing third in lane number 1 is Chelsea with Shakopee. right. Up next is going to be heat number 2 of the girls 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. Another very nice shout out here from Sean Moore. It says the live stream camera work and announcing is amazing. We get to watch our granddaughter Ella from right on the lake in Lake Michigan. In Manitowoc, Wisconsin, I should say. So 4.5 hours away. Thanks so much for the shout out. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm happy to bring you these live streams. All right, in lane number 1 is Aubrey Bach with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Peyton Marks with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Gabriella Morris with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Sophia Perez, Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Lucy Kelly with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Kaylin Worth with Rosemount. Okay, that one is in the books. Up next is the girls varsity 100-yard freestyle. And this will be a single event.
Event 14, girls 100-yard freestyle, Varsity.
In lane number 1 is Josie Burfing with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Callan Hoffman with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Ariana Zellen with Shakopee. Lane number 4, Annika Arlinson with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Janessa Centris with Shakopee. And in lane number 6, Maisie Bach with Rosemount. Ariana in lane number 3 for Shakopee is currently leading by about a quarter of the pool. And then fighting for second place is lanes 4 and 5. Lane 4 is Annika Arlinson with Rosemount. Lane 5 is Janessa with Shakopee. Touching first is going to be lane number 3 with a time of 51.87. That's Ariana with Shakopee. Touching second is lane number 5, her teammate Janessa for Shakopee. And in lane number 4, finishing third, is Annika Arlinson. I'm very tempted to turn the camera around right now so you can see the woman dressed up like a hot dog cheering on her team.
Congratulations to Ariana, a new pool record. Nice job, Miss Ariana.
There is the woman in the hot dog outfit. You can just barely make out.
And 15 girls 500-yard freestyle, JV.
All right, up next is the 500-yard freestyle. And we will start with one heat of junior varsity. Since this is a longer one, we'll have counters at the other end of the pool. As they're getting set up, I'm going to take and bring our camera view in so you can see them dive into the pool here, and then we'll get a wide view of the the pool for the rest of the event. So in this 500-yard freestyle that's junior varsity, we've got 5 swimmers. Into the water they go. All right, in lane number 1 is Kaylee Thiessen with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Mackenzie Mahalik with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Christina Fettel with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Madison Kessler with Rosemount. And in lane number 5 is Jillian Stencil with Shakopee. Okay, right now leading the pack is lane number 2, and that is Rosemount. That's Mackenzie Mahalik with the team here, and she's got about a half a body lead over lane number 1. By the way, lane number 1 is Kaylee Thiessen with Shakopee. Got a nice pace going here. I'm trying to see here. I'm going to say second place, however, is going to be lane number 4. That's Madison Kessler with Rosemount. So Rosemount's got first and second position right now. And third place currently is Kaylee in lane number 1 for Shakopee. It's a tough swim. Everybody loves the freestyle, but when you start going 500, that's a lot of yards for someone, especially someone like me. Keep those shout-outs coming, folks. Don't forget, like I said, next week we are going to be here at the same exact time for Rosemount versus Eastview. And we'd love to see you here, so make sure you come. Tell your friends and family. Well, I'd really like to get at least 2 more likes. So if there's 2 of you out there who haven't hit like yet, go ahead and do it. Make me proud of you. So far, Rosemount is keeping the pace up that they started with. Like to see that continue. They're pacing themselves quite nicely. In the lead currently is lane number 2. That's Mackenzie Mahalik with Rosemount, followed by her teammate, lane number 4. That's Madison Kessler. I do have a score update for you here. For the junior varsity, the score is 63-25 currently, with all the diving and everything figured in so far. And for the varsity, the current score is Shakopee 77, Rosemount 33. Now, Rosemount was down to 2 divers tonight, and Shakopee had several, as you guys saw. That does make it a little bit harder, but, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Seen some great swimming out here tonight. Got another like here from Ronnie Dufresne. Need one more, folks. Come on, let's make it a double-digit like tonight. Go ahead and hit that like button. Show us some love. There we go, taking the bell for the final lap. In lane number 2 is Mackenzie Mahalik with Rosemount. This will be her final down and back. And at this point, I don't see anybody catching up. Let's just take a peek here. Nope. She's going to easily take first place here. So lane number 2, Mackenzie Mahalik for Rosemount will come in first. I don't have any previous stats for you, or I'd read those off. And she's going to come back in touch with a 5:58.10. Followed by her teammate, lane number 4. That's Madison Kessler with Rosemount with a time of 6:01.11. Lane number 1 is next. And she will touch with a 6:18.23. And that is Kaylee Thiessen. Another shout out here from Nick Berg. Go Irish. I'm with you, Nick. Well, thanks for the likes, folks. We met our goal and surpassed it. So keep it coming, though. Show the love. And next up is going to be the Varsity Girls 500-yard freestyle. This will be a single heat of swimming as well. Let's change our camera view since it's such a long meet here. Long event, rather. Swimmers are getting set. All right, into the water they go. And lane number 1 is Sophia Stanica with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Maddie Jenin with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Lexi Tippy with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Isla George Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Maddie Hansen with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Avery Jelinek. Now keep your eyes on lane number 4. That is Isla George in lane number 4. And she has got a pretty good pace going out there right now. She's got about a half a body length over lane number 3, which is Lexi Tippy from Shakopee. Let's see if she can keep that up. Got another shout out here from Nick Berg. My spouse swam for Rosemount from 2016 to 2019. This is very cool to watch. That's great. Also another shout out from Rick Amundsen. Everybody gives likes. And I do appreciate that, by the way. Uh-oh, we're losing the hot dog lady. She's taking her costume off. So I won't be able to show you that anymore. So far, Isla George in lane number 4 for Rosemount has been able to keep this pace up. She's got a very nice aggressive pace going. About a body length behind her in lane number 3 is Lexi Tippy from Shakopee. Also got a nice pace going. In third place behind her in lane number 2 is Maddie Jenin from Rosemount. The three of them there are keeping that pace going. Great turns. It's great to see. Lexi picking up the pace just a little bit, I noticed, in lane number 3. but then starts to slow it back down about mid-pool. So in the end, it's about the same pace altogether. I love the camaraderie, and I love the excitement all these swimmers have for each other. So Lexi has picked up the pace, and she is about a half a body length behind Isla George in lane number 4. Now it is neck and neck between lanes 3 and 4. That's Lexi and Isla taking the turns at almost the exact same time. Lexi is picking up the pace now. She is a hair ahead of Isla. Let's see what happens here. This is exciting to watch this, let me tell you. Watch the turn as they go. They turn at exactly the same time. Great push-offs, almost like synchronized swimming. Lexi got a hair better push. She is now about a quarter body length ahead. Still got a lot of swimming left here. Lexi definitely had a better turn on that last one here, and she is ahead now by almost a half a body length. But here comes Isla, tightening it back up to about a quarter length behind. Let's see the turn here and the push. All right, Lexi has pulled ahead to almost a body length lead now. Right now, Lexi is coming back here, and then she'll go down for her final lap. She will take the bell for the lead lap, as she's about a body length ahead of Isla George in lane number 4 for Rosemount. Now you're going to see him turn on the jets for this last down and back. I just don't know if there's enough pool here. Two phenomenal swimmers. Actually, they're all phenomenal swimmers. Well, this is really exciting to watch. Boy, they're kicking really, really good now. The jets are turned on. Here they come back. Lexi Tippy for Shakopee in lane number 3 will finish first with a 5:17.24. Isla George for Rosemount in lane number 4 will finish second with a time of 5:20.86. Coming in third is going to be lane number 2 with a time of 5:30.65. And that's Maddie Jenin with Rosemount. Great job. That was a lot of fun to watch, folks. We're gaining on it. Just a few left here. All right, up next is the 200-yard freestyle relay. And we will have one heat of junior varsity followed by one heat of varsity. So we'll get that going here in just a moment. Swimmers are getting set. In lane number 1, we have Shakopee with team Ruth Ailey, Pamela Luna, Nora Sather, and Sydney Wood. In lane number 3 for Shakopee is Audrey Bach, Lily Reba, Callie Lower, and Reagan Witzel. In lane number 4 for Rosemount, we have Mary Garski, Nora Danielson, Emma Ellsworth, and Danielle Bester. In lane number 5 for Shakopee is Nika McDonald, Mackenzie Budo-Smith, Sophia Penning, and Tessa Laughlin. after this event, and by event I mean this will have both the junior varsity and varsity, we've got 3 more left, and that's the 100-yard backstroke, the 100-yard breaststroke, and then finally we'll finish up with the 400-yard freestyle relay. Another shout out here from Rick Amundsen. Great job, Lexi, from Papa. Rick in Ireland. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear. There's some really strong swimming tonight, let me tell you. Just waiting here for a couple more here. Finishing first in lane number 3 with a time of 1:59.65 is Shakopee. And that's the team of Audrey, Lily, Kelly, and Reagan. Finishing second, lane number 5, that was Shakopee and the team of Nika, Mackenzie, Sophia, and Tessa. And finishing third with a time of 2:16.60 is lane number 4, that's Rosemount. That's Mary, Nora, Emma, and Danielle. And a few more shout-outs here. We got Katie shouting out here, great job, Nika. We're so proud of you. Love your Auntie Kate. Also, Carol Tyler, go Gretchen. Love Grandma Carol. All right, up next is our varsity 200-yard freestyle relay. Should have a full pool here for this one. Swimmers are getting set. Into the water they go. In lane number 1 for Shakopee is Jillian Stencil, Mabel Mack, Lucy Kelly, and Natalie George. In lane number 2 for Rosemount is Maisie Bach, Callan Hoffman, Avery Jelinek, and Madison Kessler. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Olivia Wimberger, Miranda Francois, Maddie Hansen, and Ariana Zellen. Lane number 4 for Rosemount is Annika Arlinson, Gretchen Tyler, Maddie Jenin, and Isla George. In lane number 5 for Shakopee, Josie Burfiend, Elena Brinkman, Haley Quern, and Sophia Stanica. And finally, in lane number 6, my own Katie Rucci, Alyssa Long, Annabelle Ellsworth, and Mackenzie Mahalik. Slightly ahead right now by, was about a half a body length, almost even, was lane number 4, hard to tell, followed by Shakopee in lane number 3. Yeah, Rosemount in lane number 4 is still slightly ahead by about, not quite a half a body length maybe. Let's see how they go in the water. Nice dive there. That's going to be another one that's going to be really tight, although I do believe Shakopee in lane number 3 has taken over the lead here. Really nice turn, good push off. Carol, thanks for the nice shout out here. I appreciate it. All right, lane number 3 will take it with a time of 1:42.66. And that is Shakopee, followed by Rosemount, coming in second, lane number 4, with a time of 1:44.23. And coming in third is another Shakopee team with a time of 1:51.76 in lane number 5. Another nice shout out here from Ryan Cox. Thanks to Rosemount for hosting, and thank you to all volunteers and live stream crew. It means the world to be able to watch from far away. That's great, Ryan, and I will thank the crew. I just did because I am the crew of the live streaming part, but I will also make sure that everybody watching is very appreciative of all the volunteers, because I certainly am. All right, so that was our 200-yard freestyle relay. Up next is going to be our 100-yard backstroke, and we will start with a single heat for junior varsity. Okay, we're getting things set here. Now we should have a full set of swimmers here, and I see, is one missing? Nope, there we go. They're all there now. Since this is the 100, let's go ahead and change our view so we can kind of get a look at them as they enter the water. And then we'll widen the view out to the entire pool here in just a moment.
Event 19 girls 100-yard backstroke. JB.
All right, here we go. Swimmers are in the water. They're getting positioned. And there they go. Lane number 1 for Shakopee is Christina Fettel. Lane number 2 is Ella Amberst for Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Abby Beckman for Shakopee. Lane number 4, Jenna O'Keefe for Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Gabriella Morris for Shakopee. And lane number 6, Ariana Raymond for Rosemount. Lanes 3 and 5 are pretty tight here. Lane number 3 turns first. Got about an eighth of a body length over her teammate in lane number 5. Lane number 3 was Abby Beckman with Shakopee. Lane number 5 was Gabriella Morris. And lanes 2 and 4 neck and neck for Rosemount. Lane 2 is Ellen Armbrust with Rosemount, and lane number 4 is Jenna O'Keefe with Rosemount. And Jenna might be just a hair ahead, maybe a half a body length ahead in lane number 4. Now lengthening her lead in lane number 3 is Abby with Shakopee, and she finishes with a time of 1:11:40. Her teammate will finish with a time of 1:13:31 in lane number 5. That was Gabriella. And coming in third was Jenna O'Keefe for Rosemount in lane 4 with a time of 1:17:04. Great job. Up next is the Varsity 100-yard backstroke. Let's do that same thing. Let's get the shot of them in the water here starting out.
Event 20 girls 100-yard backstroke. Varsity.
There they go. Let me get the camera adjusted. All right, and lane number 1 is Carly Schumacher with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Ann Lee with Rosemount. Lane 3 is Janessa Centres with Shakopee. Lane 4, Addison Pavick, Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Grace Krautkramer with Shakopee. And lane number 6 is Ellie Fransek with Rosemount. Super tight here between lanes 3 and 4. Once again, lane number 3 is Janessa with Shakopee. Lane number 4 is Addison Pavick with Rosemount. Does look like Janessa is ahead by about a quarter body length right now in lane number 3. Oh, but things changed with that turn as they come back down to this end of the pool. It does look like Addison Pavick in lane number 4 for Rosemount is ahead. Can she do it? Yes, she will touch first with a time of 1:00:77. Finishing second in lane number 3 for Shakopee was Janessa with a time of 1:01:34. Finishing third, lane number 5 with a time of 1:07:48. That was Grace with Shakopee. All right, up next is the 100-yard breaststroke. This will be our junior varsity. Again, we should have a full pool of swimmers here, and we do. They look like they're all set. On the blocks they go. Again, this is the 100-yard breaststroke, junior varsity. In lane number 1, Tessa Laughlin, Shakopee. Lane number 2, Danielle Bester, Rosemount. Lane number 3 is Sophia Penning, Shakopee. Lane number 4, Alyssa Long, Rosemount. Lane 5, Mackenzie Buto-Smith, Shakopee. And in lane number 6, Emma Ellsworth, Rosemount. Sophia for Shakopee in lane number 3 is currently leading, has a pretty large lead here. Second place is going to be lane number 5. That's also Shakopee. And that's Mackenzie. And then in third place currently is lane number 4. That's Alyssa Long with Rosemount. Lanes 4 and 5 is going to be a fight the whole way. But lane number 3, that's Sophia. She has a clear lead here that I don't see anybody being able to catch her. She's making her way back now. So lane number 3 will finish first. That is Sophia Penning for Shakopee. Lane number 5, Mackenzie, also with Shakopee. It looks like she'll finish second. So Sophia touched with a 121.44. Her teammate, Mackenzie Buto-Smith, in lane number 5 touched with a 129.47. And in lane number 4, Alyssa Long for Rosemount will touch with a 132.49. All right, next up is the 100-yard breaststroke varsity. And the swimmers are just getting set. And there they go. Lane number 1 is Haley Quern with Shakopee. Lane number 2 is Gretchen Tyler, Rosemount. Lane number 4, Miranda Francois, Shakopee. Lane number 4, is Katie Rucci with Rosemount. Lane 5 is Josie Burfiend with Shakopee. Lane 6 is Kaylin Worth with Rosemount. Miranda Francois in lane number 3 is currently in the lead. She has a pretty commanding lead. Second place currently looks to be lane number 1. That's Haley with Shakopee. And third, hard to tell, but I think it might be lane number 5. Lane number 5 is Josie Burfiend with Shakopee. All right, finishing first was lane number 3 with a time of 1:08.89. And that's Miranda with Shakopee. Touching second, lane number 1 with a time of 1:15.82. That's Haley with Shakopee. Touching third, lane number 5. And that was Josie with Shakopee, and her time was a 1:16.80. Coming in fourth was lane number 2. Lane number 2 was Gretchen Tyler with Rosemount, with a time of 1:18.35. All right, up next is our 400-yard freestyle relay junior varsity. So this is our final event. We'll have one heat of junior varsity and one heat of varsity. So up first will be the junior varsity for the 400-yard freestyle relay. They start off pretty evenly paced. Slight advantage to lanes 3 and 5. Both are Shakopee, but pretty close behind is lane number 4. All right, so in lane number 1 for Shakopee is Ruth Ailey, Pamela Luna, Nora Sather, Chelsea Sparks. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Lily Reba, Callie Lower, Reagan Witzel, and Nika McDonald. In lane number 4 for Rosemount is Sophia Perez, Mary Garski, Nora Danielson, and Ariana Raymond. In lane number 5 for Shakopee is Mackenzie Budo-Smith, Sophia Penning, Tessa Laughlin, and Christina Fettel. Yeah, lane number 3 has a pretty commanding lead here for Shakopee. Oh, there appears to be an infraction. I think it was in lane number 1. I saw the official's hand go up. Not sure if it was a bad touch or somebody went early. But that will affect the Shakopee team in lane number 1, I believe. While we're waiting on this one, I'm going to get an update on the score. Right now, Meet Mobile is showing the junior varsity score of 116 to 50. So Shakopee has 116 and Rosemount Junior Varsity has 50. On the other side, we've got the varsity with Shakopee showing a 116 and a half versus Rosemount with a 55 and a half. Another shout out here from Selena Cox. Thank you to everyone at Rosemount for hosting and the great feed and great sound. All the volunteers and live stream crew. It means so much to watch from far away. Well, we love bringing it. So, like I say, if you can watch next week, we'll be out here with Rosemount versus Eastview. We're gaining on it here. Don't forget, we've got one more heat after this, and that's the varsity 400-yard freestyle relay. And that will be a wrap on the evening. Still got a pretty nice crowd here watching from the pool side. Finishing first in lane number 3 with a time of 4:30.40 was Shakopee, followed by lane number 5. And that is Shakopee with a time of 4:43.28. So lane number 3 was Shakopee team Lily, Callie, Reagan, and Nika. Lane number 5 Shakopee team was Mackenzie, Sophia, Tessa, and Christina. Coming in third, lane number 4 with a time of 5:03.82. That was Rosemount with Sophia, Mary, Nora, and Ariana. All right, we're just finishing it up here. And we'll get started with the next one. Great job. Hey, let's go ahead and turn the camera towards the pool so we can get a little action here. Again, this is our final event, our final heat. This is the Varsity 400-yard freestyle relay. All right, swimmers are getting set here. Lots of hands in the air. Whoosh, there they go into the water. All right, in lane number 1 for Shakopee is Mabel Mack, Audrey Bach, Lucy Kelly, and Abby Beckman. Lane number 2 for Rosemount is Callan Hoffman, Ella Armbrust, Ann Lee, and Ellie Francek. Lane number 3 for Shakopee is Janessa Santers, Carly Schumacher, Grace Kraut-Kramer, and Lexi Tippy. Lane number 4 for Rosemount, Isla George, Mackenzie Mahalik, Addison Pavick, and Avery Jelinek. Lane number 5 for Shakopee is Gabriella Morris, Kaylee Thiessen, Natalie George, and Sophia Studnicka. And in lane number 6 for Rosemount is Peyton Marks, Jenna O'Keefe, Danielle Bester, and Alyssa Long. We will try to grab a final score here after this relay is complete. I'm hoping that Meet Mobile will update. It did update for the junior varsity. So I'm hoping the other one will update just as quickly. I'll give you both scores here in just a few moments. Once again, folks, we want to thank you all for watching tonight. Come back next week. We'd love to have you join us. It'll be starting again just before 6 p.m. next week, same day. And we will be hosting the Eastview swimmers. Pretty exciting here. Does look to me like lane number 3 is ahead here. Let's just kind of watch to see what happens here. Lane number 3 will finish with a time of 3:49.54. Lane 3 was Shakopee. That's Janessa, Carly, Grace, and Lexi. Coming in second, lane number 4 with a time of 4:01.56 for Rosemount. That's Isla, Mackenzie, Addison, and Avery. Coming in third was lane number 5 with a time of 4:05.93. Lane 5 for Shakopee was Gabriella, Kaylee, Natalie, and Sophia. All right, folks, that is going to do it. And we want to thank you for watching live from Rosemount Middle School in Rosemount, Minnesota. My name is Tom Rucci. It's been my pleasure to bring you the swim meet tonight. As I said before, we'll be back next week at this exact date and time. Well, not date, but day and time. And Rosemount will be hosting the Eastview Swim and Dive team. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.